Hey, what's up, Facebook? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm gonna wait for Charity, for my business partner Charity to hop on, and we're gonna get this thing rocking. I just let me send her an invite real fast, y'all. So real quick, Charity, I'm sending you one right now. I'm gonna send you one right now. All right. Hey, Charity. I just sent you an invite. I just wait for you to hop on real fast. What's good? What's good? What's good, Charity? What's good? I'm trying to get my lighting right over here. Ain't looking all that great. Oh man. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's good with y'all? What's going on, Brian? Good to see you on here. What's going on, Charity? Either you can send me an invite, or I'll send you one. All right, boom. All right, so you should be receiving one. Bang bang.
Hey,
What's going on, Charity? What's going on?
well, because I'm like, I kept waiting for the live to come up and it never came up. I'm like, well, shoot, I'll just start my own live. Well,
Nah,
um, then, then I invited you and then you invited me. So I
cool,
got
cool.
some random person watching my live with nothing. So it's all good. It's all good.
Definitely, definitely. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get a little bit more people on, and then
Okay.
go with the flow. All right.
I try to do that, but it takes me so long. So I just see who jumps on. I
Yeah.
did that at first, but I'm like, with as many friends as I've added, it takes forever. And then I hate that it goes straight to their messenger now. I don't know
Yeah.
why they did that.
I don't know
It's
why they did
stupid.
that either. Yeah, I noticed that because I saw somebody send it to me, and I was like, "What's this?" And then I thought about it. I'm like, "Oh, so that's how they're doing it now."
Yeah, and I don't think it's effective at all because half the people don't even pay attention to it. And then when you're trying to find your leads that you're trying to follow up with, you got to go through all those, you got to keep scrolling to get past.
Yeah.
It's stupid. I hate it.
Nah.
But,
I
oh, I was going to ask you, have you gotten a message from Facebook headquarters, like some random person from Facebook headquarters?
I haven't, but I think those are like one of those like scam things. Like if I'm not mistaken, it's like it'll start off like something like that, and then it'll say, "Oh, this is such and such," and I never respond
Yeah.
because what I know just from the past is one time, and it's crazy. One time I got a message, and this was like probably like a year and a half ago, and I got a message similar to that, but it seemed like it was a real message. So I responded back, and literally when I responded back, my Facebook account just start like it just start acting real crazy, and I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I probably went 2 days, and my account was going like that, and then all of a sudden, my account was back to regular. So I was kind of confused. I was like, was it me responding to that person? So what I start doing is I stopped responding to those messages, and I never had that problem again. But it was real weird. I'm like, what's wrong with my Facebook? I can't do anything. So definitely that. What's going on, Kala? Kala, what's going on? Tr- uh, Tracy Hester. Hopefully I said that right. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's what happened to me. I don't know if it was just a coincidence. Yeah. Oh man. We lost her. We lost her. We lost you. Let's see. Yeah. Do do do.
That was
Yeah.
bizarre. So my video that I had started, like,
Yeah.
jumped in, interrupted this one, and I could hear my voice, and I could see you talking,
Yeah.
but I couldn't do anything. That was weird. Okay. So I missed your whole spiel on that bot, but I was gonna tell you I had two of them message me today. So the first one I'm like, okay, and then the second one messaged me like the exact same way, and I said, "Oh, did you give Mark my message?" And she's like, "What message?" And I said, "About blocking my post." And she's like,
Hey, and I just when I see them, like if it's just like some crazy stuff, like especially like the Microsoft one. I don't know if you got that one yet, but that one is
uh,
well.
I don't think so.
Yeah, if you get
I
anything
don't
about
think I've gotten
Microsoft,
that one.
yeah, just don't even respond. What's going on, Kareem? Good to see you on here, brother.
Yeah. Oh, I see a baby.
Give me just a second, Charity. You can kind of just talk to him. I got to do something real fast. Just a moment.
You're all good.
Over here. Yeah, whatever you say.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
Kyle.
Just a moment, Charity. Yeah.
Hi, JD. Thanks for jumping on.
You can leave it over there. All right.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna be able to stay on too terribly long. I gotta go. One of my kids is at the school still, so
Cool.
I don't know who else gonna jump on or not, but I mean, I watched part of your webinar last night before I fell asleep, and it was really great. It was really great.
I was kind of upset though because it somehow I was about at the 40-minute mark and like my I don't know if my computer froze for a bit and I didn't realize it until I clicked. Like I said, I was a little bit through it, so I was through it, so I wasn't really worried about it. But once I got there, I clicked on it, and all of a sudden, like it wouldn't do anything. So I'm like, oh my gosh! And
Oh
then
man.
after about 10
That
minutes, like it just refreshed the whole web page. So then I lost that webinar, but it's still there. So that
yeah.
one's still there, and then I just hopped back on and did the rest of it. But I kind of wanted
Yeah, I
everything
saw you.
in one full sync.
Yeah, I saw you part two like at almost midnight. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was just
But
putting
I
it.
guess that's how it goes.
Yeah,
I'll have
definitely.
to go back and watch what was on there because that might be, Rakeem, that might be something that because I've wanted to start doing like little classes around where I live, and that might be
Yeah.
like a great slideshow presentation to show people, and not because I want to make to not have
Exactly.
to struggle the whole rest of their life. So that's kind of my bigger picture.
Yeah. Same here. Same here. It's definitely same vision.
Yeah, I don't have the resources yet to do all the webinar stuff yet, but I'll get there.
Yeah, it's pretty. It
One,
gets pretty fun actually when you
yeah,
start. Yeah, it's definitely fun.
yeah. Give me a
Going
few
on.
years and y'all will hop on. I'll have like a whole wall of computer monitors. Be like in my charity cave.
Cool. What's going on, Johnny?
But
What's going on, Tanisha? What's going on, JD? Good to see y'all on here. JD says, I know how that works. JD Gorman also says, you did well. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate you for being on there last night.
yeah, I tried to
Johnny,
hang with you, man, but
yeah. It was kind of late. I knew it was late. What?
yeah,
Yeah. 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 Johnny Gaines says, Rakeem, I see you, bro. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Yep, yep. You've been killing it. Yeah, I did a live earlier on the travels, and
Yeah,
I actually got Rico to jump on for just a minute, so
yeah. I
that was cool.
saw a little bit of that. Like I saw it, like you know how it shows together is live with. Close it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hopped on for a little bit. This was earlier when I was working. I just hopped on for a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
But I know you wanna. I know you probably gonna have to get going soon. So I just give y'all a little bit about the caption, right? Obviously, the caption says, you know, it took one decision, right? It took one decision that we made that allowed us to be able to start shifting our lifestyle, right? Johnny Gaines says, I'm waiting for this Uber ride, so I'm watching you. I appreciate it, man. So it just
Show
took.
it to the Uber driver. Don't wreck
So
though.
it took one decision, y'all. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
me and Charity, we talk to a lot of people, right? We're talking to people, we're sharing posts, we're just showing you the benefits of what we have, right? We know what it is that we have, and we know that it can help a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And some
Yep.
people won't get it, some people will get it. But the people that get it are the people that's gonna win every single time. Like you're gonna
Right.
win every single time. Now we're not guaranteeing, hey, you get involved, you're gonna automatically kill it, right? This
Oh no.
actually involves a learning curve, right? There's a learning
Yeah,
curve
it
for
does.
everything that you do in life, everything. Whether it's building a
Oh,
business.
Johnny's the Uber driver. Sorry. My bad.
Johnny says, no, I am the Uber driver. Oh, cool. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What's going on?
Go away.
That's what's up,
Go
bro.
away. Go. She did this earlier. I'm just like, go away. Go away, baby.
Hello, world. Hello.
Yeah.
Love you,
She's
Mom.
I love you too. Get out.
They do it when they see me talk.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
that
know,
right there is why I made the decision. That right there is why I made the decision. Because
exactly.
I cannot have my kids falling into the cycle. I can't do it. You
No.
know, I got my oldest, he'll be 20, my middle one's fixing to turn 18, and I just, you know, this is like the best gift I can give them is to not fall into that cycle and to be able to teach other people how not to fall into the cycle. So, yeah, that little brat, yeah, she asks all the questions though, you know? She's very inquisitive.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, I mean, asking questions is a good thing. That's actually how
Oh yeah.
my sister used to be the exact same way. She used to ask a lot of questions. Sometimes it would be a little bit annoying, but she would ask some
Yeah.
questions. What's going
Yeah.
on, KJ?
Yeah.
Good to see you here. So, as she said, it's about not falling into the cycle, right? Let me just give you a statistic. The IRS says that 80% of people overpaying taxes, and one thing that I realized is about that means that if we really look at it, that means that 80% of people are struggling right now, and it's probably more
Yep.
than that. But that was a statistic that was given directly from the IRS. So saying that we gotta understand if they're telling you, right? Because a lot of people believe that the IRS is out to get you and all this other stuff. But if they're giving you the advice, Uncle
Yeah.
Sam, if they're going to give you the advice, follow the advice, right? It
Right?
states to use the funds that you're overpaying instead of just giving it to them. Use that money to eliminate debt. Use that
Right.
money, right? And it said savings account, but I'm gonna tell you if you're gonna do it that way, create a money market account. At least you'll get
Right.
some return, not a savings account where
You
like
get
it's like
like
zero
a
point
penny
two
percent
two.
interest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ridiculous. So what's going on, Jonte? Good to see you on here. So I would recommend, this is just my recommend, money market or start investing into like an IRA or something like that. At least
Yeah.
that when taxes come around, you can lower your tax liability, right? So you can
Yep.
pay lower taxes like the business owners and the investors are doing, right? Let me just give you this. W-2 employees get taxed the most when they don't have a business attached. Does that make sense? So right now,
Yeah.
you're paying anywhere from 28 to 33% in taxes. Anywhere from 28 to 33. So you got 1.45 Social Security and Medicaid. You got 6.2%, right, for you as the employer and also the employee. I mean, you as the employee and also the employer. So that's 6.2 twice, right? So that's 12.4% right there. 1.45 for Social Security and Medicaid, and then you have, what is that for federal? You're looking at, depending on which bracket you're in, you're anywhere from 10 up to about, I think it was like 22%, right? So you have to take into account all of those percentages and add them up because you're getting taxed for each percentage on each dollar that you make that's taxable. What's going on, Cheryl? Good to see you on here. What's going on?
So not only are you getting overtaxed, but you're also being taxed for something that you will never be able to use. Medicare and Social Security, we will never be able to use. I mean, they are paying the people that are already on it with the money that we give them, that they take from us. We will never, ever be able to use that. So we're like their payday loan.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Cheryl?
It's crazy. And most people don't realize that. And I look at them, I'm 41. I'll be 41 in a few weeks, or in about a week and a half. And I'm like, if you really think that I am going to receive those benefits, if you really think that at the age of even 50, you're going to receive those benefits, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. They robbed Peter to pay Paul to pay George to pay Bob. They're so far in debt with that. People our age will never see that. And we cannot depend on them to pay our retire. I mean, we can't depend on that. That's why we have to be smart investors and we have to do it ourselves.
Yep. You got to stop losing $200 to $800 a month in taxes. That's what you got to do first, right? That's what you got to do first. The way that you do that correctly, and here's the thing. Before I even say this, right? We're not about doing things wrong, right? We're not about tax evasion, right? Because what I'm about to say, right? Some people are gonna be like, oh well, isn't that tax evasion? Well, let me explain it, right?
Yeah.
So the people that file 9 exemptions all year and then right before taxes they go back to zero or they put it back down low and then try to file with somebody else's kids, that's tax evasion, right?
Yeah.
That right there is tax evasion and it's illegal. Don't follow what those people are doing. Follow what we're doing. We're going to show you how to do it correctly, how to get your money throughout the year and then potentially get a refund on top of that. So now you're good. Because if you're getting your money all year, if you're getting it all year, guess what? You're going to be able to pay off that debt. You're not going to have any debt. So if you do get a refund, right, at the end of the year, then you're good. Now you got money to put away and invest or, spend a little bit of lifestyle because, we're not going to always put the money in investments. You got to have a little bit of fun too. That's why we got something else for the people that want to travel as well. All right. So
right.
I just want to state, I just want to state that because that's truly important.
It's funny.
Oh, go ahead.
It's funny. No, it's funny how you said that we're not evading taxes. Because let me tell you, when I think it was like about a month and a half ago, I had posted my paycheck stub showing where the adjustment came in. Well, it went from like $44 to $0. And oh my gosh, I started World War III with that. And I'm like, it was a simple adjustment, doing exactly what the form told me to do, doing exactly what, I mean, it's written out. So
Yep.
because of that adjustment, I'm bringing in almost an extra $100 home a month. So, I mean, you
it's
know,
it's it's
it,
it's simple, but the thing is, like a lot of people, they're afraid, especially when it comes to the IRS. They're afraid because they see what happened to people that are out there, right? So, for example,
yeah,
Wesley Snipes, right? I was on a live. I was doing a live probably like I don't know, like a couple of lives
I think
ago, right?
it might have
And
been,
oh, what's up?
I think it was one of ours.
Was it me and you? Yeah, I think somebody was talking about Wesley
Yeah,
Snipes. And I remember, he got into tax trouble, but people who are in the music industry, some of those music and acting, some of them are not educated on taxes, right? So
yeah,
and some of them make a decision to not pay taxes because they don't want to pay taxes. Now, I think,
yeah,
I don't know his situation, right? But the way that if he went down for it like that, then he probably just wasn't paying taxes.
yeah.
That's just what I'm saying, because people who understand how to do it, the best example I can give, and it's right out there. Donald Trump. Everybody talks
Yep,
about him and how he didn't pay taxes, and he even said it on live TV when
yep.
Hillary asked him. She didn't ask him. She said, "Hey, you didn't pay any taxes." He said, "That makes me smart." Right?
And then you
That
know what
makes
else
me
he said?
smart.
He said I use the same tax code as your partner, as your friends. He said I use
Exactly.
the same tax code as your friends. So, guys, it's just getting educated about it. They do not teach this stuff in school. I mean, I took like a little economics class, and we learned like how to pay rent on our desk and balance a checkbook, and that was about it. We didn't learn investing and 401k and all that stuff. We didn't, guys, I mean, we didn't I didn't even they didn't even show us how to fill out a W4. I mean, that's or W2, whatever it is, W2. They don't show you how to do this in school. And if your parents aren't educated in it, then they can't teach their kids. And then we're back to the cycle again, because it's not that they don't want to do it, it's just they don't know, you know?
True.
I mean, it's like keeps going like a hamster on a wheel. Except you
I
got
think
your
a lot
kids on there now.
I think a lot of it is really though, like like we don't really, like, a lot of people like to scan over things, right? We don't really read it. Like for example,
Yep, that's
when I
right.
first got started with the company, like I would read things, but some of the stuff I would just skip over. Like for example, the W4 form. I've been in the military now for 6 years, okay, and then I've been
Yep,
building my business now for 4 years online. So there's a two. Okay, so once I started my business, right? If I knew that if I could get my money up front and then leverage business deductions 4 years ago, the same thing I told Rico the same thing. I missed out on $40,000 before I knew what I knew now. Cheryl says,
yeah,
"Who? Appreciate it."
yeah.
Chris, what's going
Yeah.
on? What's going on, Lawrence? What's going on, Zoe? What's going on, Mindy? What's going on, Michael?
Those are all
Good.
your friends.
Yeah, just see a few of them hopping on. So, but yeah, I missed out on $40,000. Now I just
That's
learned
a
this
lot of
information.
money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, right? And if I would have knew what I knew, if I would have knew what I know now, right? Only been involved for, what is it, like 2 months? July. This, uh, yeah,
Yeah,
about two
two
and a half
months.
months. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's going on, Carrie? What's going on, Sasha? If I would have knew that stuff, I would have put that money away. Now I wouldn't have just saved it, right? Because you remember what I talked about earlier. You get
Yeah.
0.025% in your savings account. that would take you 800 years to double your money. And none of us live to be 800. So, no, none of us, right? So with that being said, do not just put your money in a savings account. If you're going to save it to invest. Don't just put it in your savings account, right? Put it into an IRA, let it grow. Put it into a bond, but make sure you're investing wholesale and not retail. Let me explain the difference. Retail is if you go to the bank and they give you a fixed interest rate. They already got it set up. It's already in there, right? And it's probably going to be anywhere from 1 to 3%. You may get a 3%, right? And let me just kind of educate you. Inflation is roughly about 3% right now. So if you get anything under 3%, you're losing money. Even if you get money. 3%, you're still losing money because inflation is 3% and you got to pay taxes on what you make. Right? Yep. So you lose money. So we're going to show you, once you get involved with us, whether it's charity or it's me, right, or any one of our team members that are watching this and they share this, right, you're going to learn how to get double-digit returns, right? Talking 8, 10, 12. I've even seen a 20% return, and I'm actually looking at that right now. I've just been doing my research on different investments, so I can now leverage, right? I can now leverage that and have my money working for me, right? Which I always talked about the two objectives. The first objective is your current lifestyle, right? We want to be able to maintain that. So if you're traveling 2 times a year, or maybe you're traveling 3 times a year, you want to be able to continue to do that, right? That's the first objective. The second one is your future lifestyle, which should be paid for by investments, not your job. You shouldn't be working a job when you're 60, 70 years old. Like, I always give this story because I know a man personally. He is 74 years old and he is still working a high impact job. 74 years old. And I want you to really think about that. He's
on my phone. I'm fixing to go get my son. I asked my daughter if she wanted to go with so she could hold my phone.
Cool. But yeah, he's 74.
Not on you.
Who's definitely a good friend of mine. But it's I can't explain it, but I don't want to be working when I'm that old, and I won't be.
No,
right? I won't be.
And you know what? Do you have the keys to your car? Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna go get Ethan. Unless you want to go get him. It's your car. Sorry, guys. Hey, let me jump off. I'll jump right back on when I get back.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, you don't want to be working when you're old, right? That's the intent. The intent is not to work when you're old. You need to get to a point where your money can work for you. And we show you this. Like us, entrepreneurs who are out here making it happen, right? People who are having their money work for them instead of them just working at their job, right? There's nothing wrong with a job, right? Be grateful that you have your job, but don't be satisfied. All right? Don't be satisfied with the job that you have. Get out there and do something that you truly want to do, right? When you wake up in the morning, are you motivated? Okay, Micah, how you doing? And so if you're motivated, right? If you get up in the morning and you're motivated to go to your job, then, cahoots, right? Cahoots. But if you're not, then get up, find yourself something to do. Find something that you're passionate about, right? Stop just settling, right? Now hold up, y'all. Hold up. Hey, where's the playroom? What's going on? Hey y'all, I'm back. Just had to deal with the kids a little bit. But yeah, guys, do something you're passionate about, right? I can get on here and I can share these financial cash flow strategies with you and try to help you the best I can. But without you taking action, right? Without you saying, hey man, I want to do this stuff, Rakeem. I want to make this stuff happen, right? I talk to a lot of different people every single day. And what I find is some people, they tell me, they want to change their lives,
They're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, right? They want to fix their credit. They want to increase their cash flow, right? They tell me all these different things, but then when it's time to, when it's really time to, take action, a lot of people, they're in fear. You can't have fear. You know what I'm saying? You got to take those risks. You got to go after what it is that you want, right? If you want to start your own business, start your own business, right? If you want to increase your cash flow, reach out to Rakeem, right? If you want to learn how to fix your credit on your own, reach out to Rakeem, or reach out to any one of my business partners, right? Like I said, any one of my business partners that are sharing this live right now, and I definitely appreciate it if you are, right? Reach back out to them. Let them help you. Right? Let them help you completely change your lifestyle. My lifestyle is literally changing right here before me. Literally right here before me. And I'm absolutely loving it, right? Over the past 2 months, right? I've been involved with a business. The business has continued to give me education, credit education, increasing my cash flow, right? Eliminating my debt and minimizing my taxes. Which means by me minimizing my taxes, I now bring home a larger paycheck. Now, a lot of people like to say, oh, well, if I follow the training to increase my paycheck, am I going to owe at the end of the year? Right? I can't make a guarantee to say that you're going to owe, right? I can't make a guarantee to say that you're not going to owe. But one thing I know is if you leverage, right? If you leverage your business deductions. Hold up, y'all. I'll be right back. What's he crying for? What's he crying for? Why is he crying? No, I said, why is he crying? I don't want to get Don't take it away, man. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm back. The kids get kind of stirred up sometimes, so had to be daddy. What's going on, Carrie? What's going on, FNB Finesse? But yeah, like I said, my lifestyle is literally changing around. I went from negative cash flow to positive cash flow, right? I put myself in a position to now have an extra $1,600 extra additional per month. And it all started with me making the decision. I actually wish Charity was still on. Hopefully she catches it before before I hop off. But she's changing her lifestyle, right? As she told you guys, she's 41 years old, right? She made a decision to get started. She made a decision to say, I want to make it happen. I've been working a very long time, right? I've been working a very long time, years, right? But she said, okay, I want to do this for my family. Right? I'm not going to be selfish, and it's not all about me, right? Because people will say, oh, well, I pay my bills on time, and that's great, right? That's great. What's going on, Angela Payne? Good to see you on here. And that's great, right? You can pay your bills on time and do all that, but the thing is, you're really being selfish when you're only thinking about yourself when it comes to wealth, right? I got my 2 kids, and y'all see that they right there, right? But I'm still on this live, and I'm still sharing with y'all some value. I'm not letting them, get all riled up and then I shut the video off. No, I'm doing this for them, right? I'm doing this for them. So when I get on these lives, I'm not worried about being nervous, or I'm not worried about, my nose, or I'm not worried about what's going on. Now, I do want to look a little bit okay before I get on the camera, but you got to get to a point where it does not matter, right? Whatever the challenge is, you got to go after it, right? You got to go after it, because if you got kids, they not cheap. Kids not cheap, right? I'm also married, right? So that's not a cheap lifestyle. So you have to get to a point where you're just like, man, I'm doing this no matter what, right? I got some clients, right? Because I do like like coaching sessions with my YouTube, right? And I charge for that, right? It costs money because I'm giving my time. Now, some of my clients, they're a little bit afraid to hop on camera for the first time. What's going on, Jasmine Roberts? Good to see you on here. Some of them are a little bit afraid to hop on camera. What's going on, Dalvin? Good to see you on here. Some of them are afraid to hop on camera. So what I tell them is, I tell them this, right? And this may seem a little bit negative, but let me just say, I say it's either you want to create some success in your life, right? Or you want to stay broke, right? And it's plain and simple. If you want results, do Facebook Lives, do YouTube videos, right? Get out there and get yourself going, because where is the industry going? Most of what's going on is going to be video. Most of what's going on is going to be video, right? So whether it don't matter which business you're in right now, maybe you're watching this and you already in the business, get out there and do some lives every day. Do a live every day. And my recommendation is same thing I tell my clients is, when you get started, do a 90-day challenge, right? Do 90 days straight of videos. And the reason I give that advice is, when I first got started, that's what my mentor told me, right? He told me to do a 90-day challenge and get it going. Because once you continue to do videos every day, it's like repetition, and repetition is the mother of skill, right? So if you're doing videos every day, you're gonna start to find your groove, right? You're gonna start to like really get it. And that's how it was for me. At first, I was scared. I was like, man, what am I gonna say on this camera, right? What are people gonna think about me, right? Are they gonna think I'm ugly? Or are they gonna talk about my nose? Are they gonna talk about my gap? Like, these are the things that I was thinking about, and these are the things that I know that a lot of other people are thinking about as well, right? They're like, man, I don't want to do a video because I don't want people to talk about me, right? You can't think about that. Your mind has to be on the target. This is why I tell people all the time. Set a target for yourself and keep that target in your mind, so when you start doing videos and you start putting together content all over the internet, what's going to happen by default, right? Let me explain it, because this is what happened to me. When I started doing those videos and I started doing them every day, and I started putting out content and following what my mentor was showing me on how to absolutely dominate YouTube, I started to become an instant authority. Because what happens when someone is searching for something on the internet? A lot of people nowadays, they're not really trying to go read an article on Google. They're trying to see a video of something, of somebody trying to help them solve the problem that they have, right? So if somebody, let's say for example, somebody wants to learn how to tie a tie. They go to YouTube and they search how to tie a tie, right? And they see my video is the #1 video up there. Not saying I'm the #1 video for that specific keyword, but this is just an example. They see that, and I teach them how to tie a tie. They actually solve the problem that they have. They now see me as an instant authority, and 9 times out of 10, they're gonna watch some more videos from me, right? And then I'm gonna build a relationship without even talking to them. Literally, without even talking to them. Like, I literally get texts, I get emails, I get calls, right, from different people all over the world. Literally. And it's all because of YouTube, right? Requesting business from me, right? Whether it's they want me to promote something on my channel, and for me, I don't just accept anything, right? I like to put out valuable content to my YouTube channel. I don't want to share something that's gonna put a bad rep on my name. What's going on, Nard Jones? What's going on, Jasmine? Good to see you on here. What's going on, Alex? Good to see you on here. Right? I put out content that I know is going to be helpful. I don't just, let me put this out so I can make some money. No, that's not what I do, right? I like to share valuable stuff. So when I generate leads, right? It helps me generate leads. It helps me generate sales, right? If I were to be completely honest, about 85 to 90% of my sales come from YouTube, and most of them are on autopilot, right? If the person has any questions, all they do is they call me, right? Hey, I just have a few questions, Rakeem, so on and so on, and then boom, they're getting started, or they just get started on their own. So this is why I always preach. Take the risk, learn a skill set, right? If you don't do anything else, learn a skill set. Invest into yourself to learn a skill set. I invested $500 to learn everything that I know about YouTube, right? Now I'm sure there's other things that I may not know right now, but I'm still investing into myself each and every day. Each and every day, whether it's a book, whether it's a new course to learn a new traffic source, or it's any type of education, something personal development based. And all of you guys should be staying up to date with your personal development. You know what I mean? Get some new books, invest into yourself, start reading more, right? Start writing down your goals, right? These are things that have to be done to create the results that you want. right? When certain people come to me, and they're in the state where they're like, well, I really want to grow a business, right? I really want to make some more income, right? I want to fix my credit, right? I want to do all these things. I tell them, are you willing to risk? Are you willing to take the risk to make it happen, right? If you want your credit to go up, then put the work in, right? Take action first. Put the work in. Don't get involved, right? Don't get involved in the business, or don't purchase the credit restoration system if you're not going to put the work in. What's going on, Frankie Rose? Good to see you on here. Some of these names I don't really know, but I appreciate y'all for being on here. All right, so what's going on? What's going on, buddy?
Can I have a juice box?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm back, y'all. So yeah, and take the time to invest into yourself, right? And as the caption says, it only took one decision for me to get started and learn the information that I've learned over the past 2 months. This information, right? If I would have knew this 4 years ago, I wouldn't have missed out on $40,000 that could have been invested and turned into over hundreds and thousands of dollars. If I knew what I know now, right? Back then, right? But here's what I want to do, guys. I want to invite you, right? I want to invite you to get started, to lock arms, right? Let me explain, because I got a game plan for you, right? If you're watching right now, I have a game plan for you, right? I want to help you first increase your cash flow, right? That's what we're going to do first, right? After you, either right now or after you get off this live or whatever, like whenever I get off this live, I want you to message me, right? And I'm going to tell you what to message me in a minute. But first, we're going to go over the game plan, all right? First things first, you get started, and I'm straight up, right? I don't like to keep nothing behind. When you get started, it's going to be $35, $34.95, okay? That's $1.17 a day. Very affordable, all right? That's the first thing. After you pay that, right, that's going to get you access. You now become a sole proprietor. You have a sole proprietorship, right? Now, at that point, within the first 24 to 72 hours, I'm going to help you increase your cash flow. How am I going to do that, right? How am I going to help you to bring home a larger paycheck so you can now start getting rid of that debt, right? And having more money to spend a little bit on your family? First thing we're going to do, I'm going to introduce you to the training, right? You're going to watch the training step by step. It's step by step. Let me say that one more time. Step by step. Go through the training, right? If you have any questions, all you got to do is call me. Anybody who's involved with me, right, in my business organization, they have my personal number. They can hit me up, right? You're going to go through the training. Then you're going to hit me up if you have any other questions. I'm going to help you. And boom, we're going to get you to take that form, right? We're going to get you to take that W-4 form and back to your employer, right? What that W-4 form is it tells your employer how much to withhold in taxes from your paycheck, right? When you do this correctly, right? Let me give you an example. So I'm married, right? So I get one allowance for myself. I get another allowance for my spouse. I get 4 per child, right? So we was already at 2. Now I get 4. So that's 6 right there. 4 plus 2. Now I get another 4 for my other child. So that puts me at what? What is that? That is, wait, let me calculate that. Wait, so 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. So that puts me at 8. All right. Now that gives me 8 allowances. Now, when I turn it to the other side, what's going on, Delshawn Holmes? Good to see you on here, brother. When I get to the other page, right? Because you became a business owner, what's going on? Okay, I'll get with you in just a minute. I got some people hitting me up. Christiana Clark. So I'll get with you in a minute. What's going on, Christiana? Good to see you on here. So when you get that money back, right? What we're going to do is we're going to set up a game plan, right? We're going to get it to where if you have any debt right now, if you have any debt, we're going to help you snowball that debt fast, right? Speaking of that, I just paid off another credit card in full today, right? So my cash flow just went up again, right? So guys, like I said, right now my life is completely transforming right before me, and I want to do the same thing for you, right? It doesn't matter if you make $60,000, you can make $80,000, you can make $100,000. But one thing I know, somebody that's making $400,000 a year can still be broke. Somebody that makes $1 million a year can still be broke. It all depends on your financial cash flow strategies, right? If you don't have them, it doesn't matter how much money you make, right? Because let me talk about these two things. Income is measured in dollars. Cash flow is measured in time. So basically what that means is this. If, let's say somebody makes $1 million a year, but that person has $2 million in expenses, that means that that person only has 6 months. If they don't make another dime, they only have 6 months before they run out of money, right? Now, let's take a teacher. I don't know too many teachers making $80,000 a year, but let's just say this teacher makes $80,000 a year, but she only has $40,000 in expenses, right? That means that she can go 2 years. If she didn't make another dime, she could go 2 years before she goes broke. Now remember, we had the guy that was a millionaire. They went broke in 6 months because they had $2 million in expenses. But this person, she understood cash flow strategies, which is what I'm sharing with you here. And now she's able to go 2 years. So if, let's say she were to get fired, she has 2 years to find a job. 2 years, which is a very long time. What's going on, Terry? What's good to see you on here, brother? Definitely. So guys, let's get back to the game plan, right? So we get you to where you're making more money in your paycheck. For me, it went from 15 to 19, roughly about $2,000 per check, right? So that's a $600 extra per month. What I did with that is I started snowballing the debt, which I'm still doing, right? I'm just knocking them out, right? And by default, my credit is going up. My credit went up 45 points. Guys, 45 points just from doing what I'm doing now. And I haven't even gotten really to using the credit system so much. So I know when I really start using it, it's just gonna be crazy. It's literally gonna be crazy. All right, so what's going on, buddy? Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm super excited. Terry Thompson says, thanks, man. Always good to see and hear your value. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you for hopping on. And you actually caught me live this time, man. Appreciate it. All right, so once you do, you're going to get your money. You're going to start paying off your debt. That's what we're going to get to. Because we don't want you to get more money and make the mistake that probably 90% of people do that make more money. When they get more money, they start spending that more money and basically raise their lifestyle. No, here's my advice. When you start making more money, stay broke. Right? If you was broke before and you know how to live broke, stay broke when you start making money. And the reason I say that is because if you raise your lifestyle, all you're doing is just starting over. So if you was living paycheck to paycheck and then you raise your lifestyle because you're making more money, now you're back to living paycheck to paycheck. The same example that I just gave about the person that makes $400,000 a year, but they're still broke. Right? So you get your money, start getting rid of your debt first. Once you get rid of your debt, at the same time, concurrently, you want to be investing in yourself. So maybe you already got a 401k at your job, right? Maybe you got an IRA. Start putting more money into that. The reason I'm talking about putting more money in those things is because they're tax deductible or tax deferred. Okay? Not all investments are, but I'm talking specifically about certain ones that will allow you to lower your tax liability. So that means you pay less in taxes, which saves you money on the back end. Right? And I talked about becoming a business owner because we have 475 business deductions. As just a person that only works a job, you don't get to leverage deductions. You don't get to write off your lifestyle, right? You don't get to write off your meals, right? You don't get to write off certain things with your car or your truck, right? You don't get to write off your cell phone bill. I'm talking about percentages, right? I'm not just talking about your full bill. What's going on? What's going on? No, you don't have clothes on, so you
Okay,
can't.
I'll just put it.
What's going on, Devontae Fields? Good to see you on here. All right, kind of lost my train of thought there. All right, so yeah, you're not able to write off your lifestyle, right? You're not able to write off a percentage of your cell phone. You're not able to write off a percentage like your home office. In your office, you're not able to write those things off if you're just an employee alone, right? But once you become a business owner, or you have a sole proprietorship, which is what you would have if you get involved with me today, okay, or any one of my teammates who are sharing this, okay? So understand that becoming a business owner has there's so much value there, right? Because you got over 400 deductions that you can do. Terry Thompson, gotta head out. See you next live. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you for stopping in. Yeah, so once you start getting your money, you paying your debt down, and you start investing a little bit more into your long-term investments. Now you start to see your life you're starting to see things starting to shift, right? Seem like you can breathe a little more. What's going on, Rico, brother? What's going on, man? Good to see you on here. Let me know if you're trying to hop on, man. If you is, and we'll just keep it rocking. Just let me know, or just send a request if you're trying to hop on. But yeah, like I said, guys, once you get that money, don't go out there and buy some new rims. Don't go out there and buy a new Gucci belt. Hit my boy with the wave. Don't go out there and do crazy stuff that's gonna make you lose the money again, right? Because big business is gonna find a way for you to lose the money, right? They're gonna part you away from your money, right? Let me talk a little bit about Rico Savage says, my brother, I have a webinar, bro. Cool, man. Okay, yeah. Okay, I know which one you're talking about now. I'll probably be hopping on that here in a minute too, in a bit, bro. So yeah, like I said, big business is gonna get you to separate your money away from you. How? They invest billions of dollars on your psychology, or I should say, our psychology, right? Basically, it's the decisions that you make. Rico Savage says, next time though, for sure, definitely, brother. We gonna get it up. All right, so let me give you an example. Yellow and red make you hungry, right? Now, what's yellow and red? What restaurant has yellow and red colors for their brand? McDonald's, right? Burger King got some red too, right? The reason, this is what you got to understand. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. So big business knows what makes you hungry, right? They know yellow and red together make you hungry. That's why when you drive by McDonald's, you're hungry out of nowhere. What's going on, Charity? Good to see you. So you become hungry. Are you back home, or are you Charity, are you back home, or are you still out on the road? If you're back home, just send me a request, or I can send you a request. All right, so big business knows that when you yellow and red make you hungry. So when you drive by McDonald's, because I know I do it sometimes. I haven't ate at McDonald's in a very long time. Talking about at least 2 years now. I haven't ate at McDonald's, right? Yay, awesome. So yeah, just send me the request, and then I'll just let you back on. So the yellow arch, when you see that and you driving by, it'll make you hungry, yellow and red together, if you're on the highway, and you don't even have to be hungry. You don't even have to be hungry, but big business knows those colors make you hungry. So what do? You pull over, you get off the highway and you go to McDonald's, and you just parted your money and you gave it to big business, right? Now I know some of us got kids. I got 2 boys, and they like to eat a lot, right? Especially my big one, right? But the thing is, oh, my bad. I didn't even see the request. My bad. Approve. Getting my girl Charity back on here. Hopefully it's back on. Got it.
Hey.
What's up? All right, so.
Yeah, it didn't take that long. It's just right. It's like 2 miles.
Got you.
It was the other crazy parents that holds me up,
Yeah. So Charity's back, guys. We're gonna keep it going. I just started flowing. You know what I mean? It just kind of started going.
It happened.
Yeah.
It happened. And then you're like, man, I've been on here for 2 hours. It happens.
Oh, dude, I've been on here for an hour already. That's almost an hour. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So guys, like I said, they invest into our psychology. What's going on, Chase? I ain't seen you or heard from you in a bit, brother. Good to see you on the live, man. So
they invest into your psychology. And now that I'm telling you this, you become aware of this, right? So when you're on the highway and you automatically get hungry and you wasn't even hungry, right? And you see McDonald's brand colors, remember me saying this. Remember me saying this, right? Because they're gonna get you to part away from your money, right? Now, charity's a woman, right? So let me ask you a question. If I don't know, maybe some people have different relationships, but if on Valentine's Day you're expecting something, right?
I'm not your typical woman.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
But I like to go out to dinner or whatever. We usually don't do too much, but this year we're going to Vegas, so
Awesome.
gonna use my discounts.
Yeah. Hey, I'm using mine in about a month and a half. It's gonna be great.
Right?
It's pretty awesome.
Yep.
Right. So guys,
Yeah.
we have so much leverage right now. Now I really feel like the two assets that we have, I'm gonna just call them assets. First off, one of my assets is saving me $600 a month. Okay?
Yeah.
Now the other one, this is for people who, let's say somebody who, they want to travel or they like to travel. Maybe they can't travel because they don't make a lot of money, right? Now we're able to give them something that they can pay for one time, right? I know I'm talking a bit about both of them, but they pay one time, right? And what do they get? $1,000. What? Go ahead and give it to them, Charity.
Shopping card.
Yeah.
$1,000 shopping card.
What's going on, Chantel? So think about that. You pay $47 one time, and you get $1,000 shopping card.
Mm-hmm.
One time, right? And my brother, he was on, not my real brother, but one of my business brothers, he was on earlier. And he actually showed him having his card, right? Because a lot of people were skeptical. They didn't believe, oh, well, is it real? Well, he actually got on live and showed proof. It's real.
Yeah.
You pay $47, you get $1,000 shopping card. Crazy, right? And then
yeah,
if I remember, he had like Rome, he had like Vegas, he had a bunch of different things, and I was like, yo, Rome? I would love to go to Rome.
Right?
Yeah.
I would love to go to Rome. I think some of us are planning a meetup in Fiji.
Fiji?
Yeah.
That would be great. That would actually be great, honestly. Because I haven't been there. I've actually been there. So I'm pretty sure that would be cool.
Me neither.
I think I want to go to Thailand, honestly.
Thailand would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on our list.
Yeah.
That's on our list.
I'm telling you, we have like literally a gold mine. We have something that helps people that we basically use this. For one of our businesses, right? We use strategy versus sales, right? Mm-hmm. So when people get involved, this is the thing that a lot of people think about, right? They're like, oh man, I don't have enough friends. And it's not about friends, right? There's how many people on this earth? 7 billion?
Yeah. A lot.
There's a lot of people out here, right? So it's not you going, it's not you just going and just trying to talk to your friends, maybe talk to your auntie, your cousin. No, there's 7 billion people in this world, right? It's probably more than that right now. So what we do, right, is we use social media, right? That's the easiest way to get out to a bunch of people. Right now, you see me on a live right here. I'm generating traffic, right? And guess what?
Yep.
When this live is done, when I'm done, this still gonna be here, right? And one thing that I like to do is I like to get on these lives, right? I'm not like my brother Rico, right? There was a time I used to do videos. I still do videos every day on my YouTube channel, but my brother Rico is grinding every single day. I see him on a live, whether it's with charity, whether it's with one of his business partners. He's always on a live generating traffic, right? So
sometimes too.
Oh, go ahead.
I said sometimes too.
Yeah, and charity too. Charity too.
Yep, I've done 2 today. This is my second. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. She gets it. She gets that
using social media is the way to get yourself out there as well, right? Let me give you an
Yeah.
example. So for the people that are, let's say you're worried about your family, right? So what if you start doing a live a day or a video a day, and you start to grow your following? I've seen Charity's following grow ridiculously, right? Just
Yeah. Yeah.
like you passed
Yeah.
me in followers. Like literally, you passed me in
Well,
followers.
yeah, because it's not about your friends, it's about how many people follow you. You could have 5,000 friends and only like 3 of those people follow you. So you have to make sure when you're doing your lives that you're putting out, for one, entertaining videos that people want to watch, and also that you're putting out value so that they get something out of it, and then they come back to it and be like, oh man, she was on point with that, or man, Rakeem's webinar was awesome. The I'll tell you that the video I did Saturday on for my econ, actually, well, Delvante jumped on. Last time I looked, I had 599 views, and that was from Saturday.
Yeah, I think I did see
It's
that
crazy.
because I was like, yo, I think it was like 599 views or something like that, and I was like,
Yeah.
sheesh, Charity getting up there.
Yeah. But it's just, it's crazy. And that's, business stuff. I mean, we're talking about our businesses, but guys, I'm a newbie to all of this. I mean, really, my boots hit the ground 2 months ago, and I have not looked back. I have not looked back. There was like a couple weeks where I really slacked, and I could tell because I felt I felt like I was against the wall. But then I realized, duh, you stopped making your videos, you stopped going live, you stopped posting as much as you posted, and I kicked it up because I'm like, that's how you get your face out there. This is the digital age. This is how marketing this is how digital marketing has taken over. You have to I accept friend requests every day. Now, whether those people stay my friend or whether they get blocked, I give them a couple days and see how they act on Messenger, But when I started, I had less than 100 followers, and I'm now at over 500. So I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right when someone like Rakeem is like, hey, you want to jump on a live? Okay. We're starting to see value in the people we're surrounding ourselves with, and we want those people involved in our lives. We want those people involved in our business because we all learn from each other. And that's what this is all about. I mean, I probably talk to you guys more than I do my family right now. just because I'm willing to sacrifice that little bit of time right now so that I can have all that time later. Because I mean, that's what it's about. It's about building your brand, building your business, building those relationships to where, 6 months down the road, I'm not having to do this as much because I've already built it. I have 1,000 videos out there that are just circulating. I mean, and that's possible. If you're doing 1 or 2 lives a day, that's very possible.
It's very possible.
I mean, you just have to stay with it. You have to be consistent. I talk about that all the time. You can't, if you feel like you're hitting a brick wall, go around it. More times than not, that's your solution. So, I have become very wise also. I've become very wise in business and how like earlier on my earlier live, this one lady, she said, well, I was going to go live and then I saw an ugly old lady looking back at me, and I told her, I said, okay, for one, our perception of ourselves is not how other people see us. So you got to get past that. We see our flaws, we see everything bad. Other people don't see that. So you got to get past that. You just go with it. And she's like, well, thank you. I'm like, because we always see the worst in ourselves. Other people don't see that. The other people see value, and it's important to just keep that in mind. Even when you're having a bad day, you jump on with somebody, and then you just laugh the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
But
Especially with David. You hop on there
Oh
with
my
him, you will die laughing.
I know it's hard to get anything out of him because you're just laughing at him the whole time. Man, you know, I haven't seen him live in a couple days. I was actually starting to wonder. I'm like, maybe I should invite him on a live because I know he just has a grandbaby and stuff. So I know he's been busy with that. But hey,
Yeah.
Sharon, I was just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, this is probably one of the best things that I've ever done for myself. Because my husband and I, we don't have a big circle of friends. We have more like a triangle of friends, mostly because we have kids and it's hard, and we don't need people that get mad because we don't call them or whatever. Our friends are very close, but they understand if we don't call them or whatever. So being able to do this has allowed me to connect with like-minded people, and to help me reach my full potential, and for me to help Rakeem reach his full potential, and to help Sharon reach her full potential, because we know kind of how to push each other. And just doing stuff like this encourages you and makes you want to, it kicks that gear up even more, and you go into overdrive when you got momentum. You just keep going and going and going. And that's why you can't get frustrated if you're not getting the results that you want. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. I tell myself that because there are days where I'm like, but everybody has those days. You have that at your 9 to 5. It doesn't matter. Everybody's going to have those days. But this way, you see your reward. You see what you're going to get. You know the empire that you have envisioned. And when you bring other people into your business, they're just helping put those bricks on your empire. And that's really, that is, yeah. Good, Sharon. Make sure you invite me. I'll definitely be there to watch you, girl.
Let me give a few shout outs. What's going on, Chantel? What's going on, Beat Speed? What's going on, Tiara? What's going on, Varus? Good to see you. Varus says, yo, what's going on, man? What's going on, Speece? Good to see you on here, brother. All right, and then Sharon has her messages. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Sharon? And she says she'll be back live tomorrow. Great, awesome,
yeah,
awesome.
Good for you, Sharon. Yep.
What's up, buddy?
Hi.
All right.
You got a creeper too.
Yeah. Yeah, he always comes every once in a while. But
yeah, they're great.
Yeah. Love them.
Oh.
Is Sharon in both or is she on your team or?
No, Sharon, can you answer that? Are you in both, and I know she's not like on my team. She might be in my team.
Not doing that.
Let us know, Sharon. We're just kind of interested now. Piqued our curiosity.
That's a snack.
Yeah, sure.
Daddy, can I have a gummy?
Hey, I want a snack. Is it red and yellow?
Can I have a gummy, please?
Oh, it's no more.
Oh.
You get a cookie.
Have some cookie. Okay.
Only my econ, Sharon?
Cookie.
Hold up, Sharon.
Okay.
Cookie?
Oh, one more.
Hey, Sharon, if you want me to go. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, I saw your message, but I was actually doing this live. I did have to jump off for just a second to go grab my kid, but I'm sorry I didn't respond.
All right. I'm back.
Yep.
What's going on, Vanessa? Good to see you on here. What's going on, Kevin?
Good, Sharon.
You on here?
Good. But yeah, Sharon, if you know, if you're not real comfortable doing something by yourself, you can always invite me or somebody watching that you think is more experienced, because we talk a lot. I talk a lot. So you can just sit there and let us do the talking. Rakeem volunteers too. So utilize your teammates. Utilize the people around you. If you see that they're jumping on your videos, ask them to go live with you, and that way you feel more comfortable. That's another great thing. Oh, girl, stop giving her sugar.
Yeah.
Mine too. Mine's in the shower, so we'll see if she comes and pops her head in just a minute. But yeah, if you're on this call and you're in my econ, and actually if you're in any network marketing and you're having trouble going live because you're nervous, find someone that you've been watching for a minute that knows their stuff or has a pretty good idea on it, and ask them to go live with you. And that way it's not just all focused on you. And then you'll get more comfortable with it.
Yep. At first, when I first started doing it, like going live by myself, I'm not gonna lie, like, cause I would always do videos, but when it came to doing like lives, it's different because there's no retakes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no retakes.
No.
Live, so like that's the thing I was worried about. What happened? What am I gonna do if I mess up? Right? I just gotta mess up, right? And the more I start, like really, I'll be honest. I did. There was a time I did 30 lives in 30 consecutive lives, right? And I can tell you, before every one of those, at the time that I did it, I was nervous, right? And I was doing a 30-day challenge, and I was like, man. And then some days it would be to the point where I didn't even know if I was gonna do it. I was like, man, I gotta do another live, right? It would be like late at night sometimes, like. And since I was doing a challenge, I wanted to stick to the challenge, so I kept doing it. What's going on, Dinah Fleming? And I got better. Like over that 30-day challenge, I finished it. I felt good about it. I felt accomplished. I was like, yo, I literally just did 30 lives in 30 days. And then each one of those I put up on my YouTube channel, and the response from it was crazy. The response was good because they were seeing consistency every single day. Every single day, I'm seeing his face. And that's the advice I want to give all of you that's watching. Show up every day, whether it's Facebook posts, right? It don't even have to be a video sometimes. Show up with a Facebook post, start putting some gifts, like different things, keep people engaged so they can see this person is not going nowhere, right? This person not going nowhere. They're every day. I feel like I can trust them. What's going on, AC? What's going on, Dinah Fleming? Good to see you on here. What's going on, Tashia?
Hey, when I started doing mine, I would only do mine in my car. Only in my car. Because I'm like, I don't want people to see my house. I don't, because we're like, but you're good. But eventually I'm like, you know what? I've got to get out of my car because I want to bring, you can't bring really great value when you're sitting in your car because I don't know. It's harder. Yeah. But like my first almost month, almost every single one of my lives are in my car. And sometimes I want to go back to my car so I can lock the doors and nobody can get in. But then they just knock on the window, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it literally, it literally doesn't matter. And I remember you was like, I remember seeing you in your car on some of those lives. Like I was like, oh, okay, she's in the car. Yep. And then I saw you in the house, and I was like,
Yeah, and I would always say, this is Charity coming to you live from inside her car. You know, that's how it always started. So, I mean, you got to start somewhere, but eventually you have to evolve. And when people see that evolution, they know that you're getting more serious about it because you're more willing to change. And and for people to see, to see your kids running behind you and to see my daughter, they get that we're real, that we're parents, and that we're legitimate people, that we're not making this stuff up. We are not paid actors, okay? But I mean, it really does. It resonates with a lot of people because they're like, oh, okay, you know, they got kids and they're doing this business, or they're doing these businesses or whatever, and we're relatable, and it makes it and people that haven't got that yet, they're delaying their they're delaying their, what am I trying to say, when they take off. So yeah, Vanessa, no, we're not paid actors. I think we'd be fired.
Yeah, true. I agree.
But I
Definitely
mean,
agree.
it's just, you just have to get out there. People, and honestly, if they're judging everything about you, then they're on your life for the wrong reason anyway. So, and you'll
Yeah, that's
find
like
out real quick who those people are, and then you can be like, oh, added you to my blacklist. So
yeah, and it's crazy. I
but
remember, I think it was the live from the other day, or like maybe 2 or 3 lives ago. You did, and Cheryl Witten says, "Hold up, thanks for the info. Gotta go. We'll try to catch your next live. Appreciate it. Oh man, we gotta go
thanks.
live sometime. We have some good laughs. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome, awesome,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, Vanessa, definitely, but definitely.
Yeah,
But
and like I don't know. Some people, I think people they just really get like scared. You know what I mean? They really get scared. And I think, usually
hold on.
when you tell somebody about things, it's just like, it's just like they can't get it past their head. It's their conditioning is so washed to the point
Yeah.
where they literally enjoy the struggle. One of my mentors once told me, people are addicted to being victims. They are.
Not
They
me.
are.
Not me. I
Like,
refuse.
yeah, exactly. Like
I
most people,
refuse.
like not everybody, but a lot of people are. It's like this. They've been brainwashed for a very long time, and it's hard to break a cycle that you've been going on continuously, continuously, and
Yeah.
continuously. You know.
Back to the cycle.
Hold on. What is
Yeah. Sharon asked, why do you watch my live, Sharon?
Yeah. Why do you watch her lives?
I know, mostly because I'm a dork, but
Oh man. See, because I didn't really catch so I didn't catch too much of your car ones. Like I think
uh-huh.
I caught most of your home ones because, to be honest, I kept seeing your name. Like every time like I would see Rico going live, I would see you pop up, and you were consistent. And then I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I got her as a friend because she's mostly on all of the lives, right? And when I looked, I didn't even have you as a friend. I didn't
I
even know
know.
that. It just
I know. I realized that the other day. I'm like, well, you weren't even my friend. I wasn't even following you. Whoa, nice ceiling. Thank you, Sharon. It's taken me it's taken me at least 2 months to get to where I'm at. But I've always been very confident in myself, and I've always been one of those people that either show me how to do it or get out of my way, because I'm going to take over and do it for you. And I mean, even at church, I'm just always involved, and I'm always coming up with ideas for like fundraisers, and I'm like the figure it out person. And then I need the implementing people. I'm always, like my youngest son, he goes to New York this year for band. And I'm like, boy, we better start coming up with some fundraisers. You know, you better you better start making some Jolly Rancher suckers and selling them, because that's how you're going to go. So I've always been I'm going to figure out how to make it, you know, and with these companies, I figured out how I'm going to make it, you know, and it is a breakthrough.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you know what's crazy? Like when my dad was in the hospital, I don't know if you know this, but my dad was in the hospital like 3 weeks ago, and he had his gallbladder out. And the whole time we're in the emergency room, he kept saying that he wanted a Sonic burger and a chocolate shake. And I'm like, every person that walked in, he's like, do you bring my Sonic burger and chocolate shake? And I'm just like, oh my God, shut up. Okay. So after I left him, I came home to grab some stuff because I was going to go back and stay with him.
Yeah.
I did a live about that. The next day, that live had 240 views. And I'm like,
That's okay. So that's it. That was you, because I remember somebody saying that, and I think you were just giving people some inspiring words or something like that. And yeah, and I remember that. Now I remember that, and I didn't realize that was you until now. Like I just it came back to me in that specific story. Like I was like,
yeah,
200 views on you just like, you see what I mean? Like it's
yeah. I was so delirious, and I was just like, every person he asked, and I just kept going on about that. And then at the very end, I'm like, do you know what he had in his bag? And I hold up the bag, and I'm like, pecans. He had a bag of pecans in the bottom of his bag.
That's crazy, man. 200 views.
And I'm like, and the next day I did a live about one of my businesses, 65 views. And I'm like, what is wrong with this picture? What is wrong with the picture?
I mean, I know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, but
oh my
like,
gosh,
people like to be entertained. You know what I mean? And you know, some people like to be entertained. Definitely, when they see something crazy, like for example, right? Sometimes I'll just do this test, right? So I might just, if I hop on a live and it's taking a few people a little bit of time to do something, like hop on. What I'll do sometimes, and this it's weird, but it's just, I'll be like, you know, I'll do something crazy, right? Just make it seem like I'm doing something crazy, and then they hop on the live, right? Just to get them on there, right? And it works. Like, it works every time. Like, I'll just do some crazy stuff, like, oh man, you know, and then I just see like a spike of people come on just like that, right? So people love entertainment, you know. So if you like, if you're marketing and you're using entertainment in that, you're gonna attract a lot of people, because if they get there, right? If they at least get there and watch a video and you hook them, boom, right? You just change their whole state. You see what I mean? So it's a powerful thing. It definitely is. What's going on? Oh, I don't want to say that name. I know I'm going to screw it up, so I'm just not going to say it.
I don't have that person. So Vanessa, I'm not giving you a Sonic burger. Oh my gosh, you drove me crazy with that. I'm like, you're in here sick with your gallbladder. They are not going to give you a Sonic burger and a shake.
They might give you some liquids. That's about it.
Oh man. You know, and that whole story, guys, okay, so I don't know if you're religious or not, and really I don't care, but I really don't. This is how God works, okay? So my dad Friday night started getting sick to his stomach. My dad's overweight, he's got really bad knees, he has a hard time getting around, and so he was having to go to the bathroom all night because he was sick to his stomach, right? And at 7 o'clock that morning, he fell trying to get to his bathroom.
Ooh.
Well, he called and where he lives, he's like very out in the middle of nowhere. He's in a little tiny town of like 600, like an hour away from anything. And so he called the ambulance, and they came out there, helped him get him up and stuff. And they're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine." So he lays down. Well, then his side starts hurting. Well, he thought he had broke some ribs. And so about, I want to say it was like 3 o'clock, he finally called the ambulance again and was like, "I need y'all to come get me." We get to the ER, and of course they find out it's his gallbladder and stuff. Okay, so they take his gallbladder out. Well, then the surgeon comes in the next day after he takes it out, and he said had he not came in when he did, he would have got gangrene, and it would have got really bad. And I'm like, that was totally a God thing, because had he not fallen, he wouldn't have called for help.
No.
Isn't that, I mean, that's, and they said that had it, I mean, and the surgeon said that it was just, and I know y'all don't want to hear this, but it was like, he said it was so bad, it was deteriorating. And it was like a coin purse because of all the gallstones. And yeah, so don't tell me there's not a God, because there is. You know? Good night, baby. Go do your hair. I told him you'd be a creeper. I told you. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, it was at the same time.
Yep. I know, Vanessa. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I'm just like, you know, had he waited probably another couple of days, honestly, he would probably be dead right now. Had he waited. Because it was that bad. It's insane. It's insane. But he's doing good now and back to driving me crazy.
That fall was needed. Yeah. That fall was definitely needed.
That's exactly what I told my husband. I said he was supposed to fall. He was that was God's way of telling him, we got to get you to the hospital. Yes, Vanessa, very much so. Very much so. You know, it's funny. I'm gonna kind of go on that. In network marketing, it's amazing how many people you come across that are also Christians, which makes it awesome. Because you have another thing to connect with that. I'm sorry, Vanessa. That's terrible. My mom passed away in July, so she had been sick a long time, but it was still unexpected. Girl, I feel ya. I miss my mom every day. So but yeah. But it's okay, because we're all going to be together one day. I don't know if you guys saw that picture that I posted. It had 3 people on it. It was my grandfather, my mom was in the middle, and my aunt was on the right-hand side. Right? He's okay. He's doing his thing, but every year, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago, I had taken a picture of my grandfather, my mom, and my aunt at one of my kids' football games. And so every year that picture comes up, and it kind of makes me sad and it makes me happy at the same time, because my aunt passed away in September of 2016, and then 3 weeks later my grandfather passed away. And then 5 months later, my uncle passed away. And then this year, my mom passed away. So the last 2 years has been extremely hard on my family. And I think that's another reason that I'm doing these businesses, because I don't know, they're my motivation, I guess. It's, you know, trying to do better. Yeah, Sharon, it's a great picture. My grandfather passed away. He was almost 103. He was like a month shy of being 103. So, I mean, so anyway, yeah, it's, but I know they're all together now. I know they're all together, and that's okay, because I know one day I'll be there too. So, yeah, everybody's got their story, and everybody has their motivation. Yeah, and you know, you just have to go on. You have to Because they don't want you to sit around and just mourn them the rest of their life. Yeah. This is my mom. That was when she went to my,
Polar Express.
yeah, my, she moved with my sister, and oh, oh, this girl, go to bed. She touched my screen and messed everything up. Anyway,
Going on, Bina?
am I
Bina?
still here? Can you still see me?
Yeah, I can still see you.
Okay. Yeah, she went to swipe something. I'm like, anyway, so my mom moved in with my sister right after my aunt and my grandfather passed away, and it was really good because my sister got to spend that time with her, and they got to go do a lot of cool stuff. And so anyway, that was a whole tangent there, but
It's weird. It says you're watching.
I am watching. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey Vanessa, are you gonna jump on that call?
Yeah, I know that was going on right now.
Yeah, like but it's all good. They'll record it. I'm excited for those changes. I'm sorry. I'm excited for what's going on there.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna because I don't know, but it's exciting. It's very exciting.
It really is. I'm
But,
excited to see my brother got his $1,000 shopping cart.
Yeah.
When I saw
and I
it,
keep telling,
I was like, whoa.
yeah, and I keep telling people, Christmas is right around the corner. Hello. Free shopping right there. Free shopping.
Free shopping. Free.
Yep.
You get to travel as well. It's a blessing to have both. Like when I say the perfect combination, I literally mean the perfect combination. Cash flow, travel. Business income, travel.
Yeah.
Like there's 5 streams, right? And then we got travel discounts, movie tickets, rental cars. Like I don't even I'm done.
I know. It's crazy. And it's crazy how it all goes in, it all goes hand in hand, really. Because we're trying to show you how to be financially responsible with My Econ, and then we show you how to save money on your travel with the travel discount. So, I mean, it all goes hand in hand because the money that you save traveling, you can put into an investment. So, hey, Vanessa, yeah, girl, I understand. My daughter's driving me crazy too. I'm like, I'm just gonna have to give her own Facebook so she can just go live. I have to tell you, Vanessa and I were talking about this earlier, actually, about how our kids always want to pop in, and I'm like, we're just branding them. They're branding themselves for the future. We're teaching them how to do this.
My son is crazy. It's exactly what she said. It's like when you get on the live, it's like they get a sensor because. Like when I first started going live again, like my son, like this is my younger son, my 3-year-old. So he would see me talking and then he'll just do this. I'm like, and then as soon as I stop talking, he stops talking. But as soon as I start again, I'm like, come on.
Good night, Sharon. Take care, girl.
Good night, Sharon. Appreciate you for being on here. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for watching all my crazy lives. I appreciate that. I know some of them were kind of whiny, and some of them were kind of rant, and some of them were like, why are you not signing up? So you're right, Vanessa. They'll trick people. Yep, they'll trick people. Call it smart air. Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, see, I've pushed my kids into entrepreneurship at a young age because they're like, Mom, do you have money for a movie? No, but there's a neighbor that needs their yard mowed over there. I've always encouraged that because I'm like, Mama ain't always gonna have that money.
No.
You want it? You want something? There's candles that I made for sale in the garage. You can go sell them. So
Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, it's really the truth. I mean, mine's a 6 and 3, and my 6-year-old, he gets that true. Hey man, you got to make something happen. Like I like
yes,
now, since we found out about the whole, um, paying your kids, as long as they're
yeah,
under 18. Um, what I've been doing is I'll have him doing certain things, you know what I mean? Just like certain little small tasks or whatever, just to give him some money, right? But I'm making sure I'm doing it correctly, you know what I mean? So I don't get myself screwed up. Uh,
getting yourself a receipt for that payment.
exactly,
Vanessa's the
and
jack
so
of all trades. Yep.
do tattoo piercing, professional cadence cut. Dang, you talented over there. Hustle, hustle, hustle hard.
I'm not.
So
I'm not. I'm not there. I'm not that jack of all trades. I come up with ideas. I'm an
yeah,
idea maker. But
that's
yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I got to tell y'all this story about entrepreneurship. Okay, so my oldest son, he went to a college. It's like 10 hours from us, right? And we couldn't really help him out financially. But at one point, we sent him like a massive care package. He started bartering his snacks and stuff for like laundry money, and he started like changing people's oil to get money for whatever he needed. And I'm like, see, you learned something from your mom.
yeah.
So I'm like, you gotta, you gotta figure it out, you know? Yes, yeah, Vanessa, I'm definitely the brain. Oh my gosh, go dry your hair, go to bed. It's already late, girl. Okay, it's your 5 minutes. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Lord. Her niece is the same way.
Don't be talking about my niece. She did nothing
Oh,
to you.
she has a niece that's 2 months younger than her. My husband's
Yeah.
older. But she has a niece that's 2 months younger than her, and they've called each other sisters for years, and they both drive me crazy. She was here the other night when I was trying to do a live, and I'm like, both of them. But yeah,
Yeah.
Vanessa thinks we're entertaining. She got her popcorn out.
We appreciate it. We definitely
Oh,
appreciate
baby
it.
girl, seriously.
Hey, Vanessa.
No.
I forgot what the flavor. I think you said mint and something else. I probably should write it down so I remember it, just so I can see how it tastes. Cause I know it was mint and something else. I don't remember exactly what it was. Let me know in the
What are you
comments. What
what are
was
you
it again?
talking about?
No, she made a post, like she had a post earlier, and she was eating ice cream. Looked like ice cream, like mint ice cream, and some
Oh yeah.
sprinkles. And I
Oh yeah.
commented on it, and we just started talking about like different flavors. Okay, so mint. Oh, so it was just mint ice cream. It wasn't like nothing. Oh,
You
okay, mint and
froze.
cheese.
Oh, is she's
Got you, got you. All right, so mint cheesecake. I'll make sure I keep that in
Ashley,
mind
you're
whenever
hurting
I
my
go
shoulder.
to
Go to
Dairy
bed.
Cool.
I'm gonna quickly and call your dad in here.
Cool. Mint cheesecake.
Go to
Got
bed.
the mental note. So who we got? Oh, dang. Ooh,
I think you're the only one on, Vanessa.
she might be the only one on.
Yeah.
We appreciate it though. Somebody else just hopped on.
Yeah,
Somebody.
somebody else just hopped on. They saw us having fun up in here. They gotta come join our party.
Isn't this supposed to
Yeah,
be
at
like
one point we had like 8 people on here.
Yeah.
I think it was a little
Hey,
bit
you know,
earlier.
one day I was all excited. I did a live, and I told my husband, I said, "Babe, I had like 6 people watching at the same time," and he's just like, "Okay." And I'm like, "No, you don't understand."
Hey, one thing like I noticed like usually I get about maybe at the high it'll be about 5 people, right? And then when
Yeah.
when when I think me and Rico were on, and we had like 19 people watching. Like when we
Wow.
were together. I forget
Yeah.
when we did the live, but it was literally like 19 people on there, right? And I was like, yo, like, cause I don't always pay attention to the numbers, but that
Yeah.
time I was like, 19 people? That's the most
Well,
I
and
ever had on
yeah,
my
and people that aren't in this, they don't understand how big that is. You know, like one night, it might have been when we did the travel, we had like 10 people, and I'm like, woo, yes, you know, that we get excited about that because that means that even if they're popping in and out, that I mean, that's bumping us up. That's bumping up our views.
Yeah,
So we're bumping up the
absolutely.
list.
The
It's
algorithm
great.
is feeding
Yep.
everything. There's another site you can get like 200 plus on live. Huh?
Huh. I don't know, man. It would just be crazy with comments.
Yeah, like today, like for example, like sometimes I'll see people, I'll literally see like you know how you can do like the live watch where you can see where all the live videos, like I
Uh,
literally you know how they're like suggested. So I was going through and I was like, yo, this person 600 people is watching this one person and I don't even know who that person is. Like
wow.
there was a woman earlier and she was talking on some stuff and I didn't know who she was, but 600 people at one time was watching her at one time,
Wow.
which is crazy. So
That's
you can
crazy.
think about that. Like there's a live I saw 800 people, I saw 600, I saw 300. Just really imagine like that's like a stadium of people watching you at one time on a social
I
media
know.
platform, which is
I know.
ridiculous.
And if they all share, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey Valerie, thanks for jumping back on. Yeah, Vanessa, I think all of our nuggets are dried up right now. I think we dropped all them suckers earlier.
We're just getting the laughs out right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, because, it's like you can talk about it and you can talk about it and you can talk about it. And it's like you either understand it and you get it or you don't.
Well, you
And
don't.
it's like it's not really, my econ is not that hard. It is very self-explanatory. It's like financial education for dummies, I mean, really, that's what it is. And I don't want to call it that, but that's exactly how it's designed and set up. I know, right? Burnt chicken nuggets. Vanessa, she's not even giving us credit for non-burnt chicken nuggets. Oh man, girl, you're killing me.
So hard.
Oh,
Ah.
but yeah, I don't know. It's just, I always watch the numbers. Um, Even when I have zero, I just keep talking because I'm like, somebody might get on and actually watch the whole thing. You
Yeah.
never know. If they got 2 hours to waste, you never know what they'll watch, They sit and watch some stupid movie or, something like that.
What's crazy is, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. What's crazy is like last night, when I hit you up and I was like, I was about to do the live, right? And I know it was
Yeah.
late, right? But I also know that people will sit in their bed and just be scrolling on Facebook, right?
Yep.
Because sometimes sometimes I do it myself, and I'm like, well, I'm still doing it. I'm doing it. I said I was doing it. I'm doing it, right? So I did it, and literally, it was a time I had like 5 or 6 people watching, right? They dropped off
Yep.
eventually, but they were up at that time at night. So what does that tell you? That tells you that there's something that's
Yep.
keeping them up that late,
Well,
right?
and
They're
a lot
getting
of
some
people,
rest in my life.
yeah, a lot of people are shift workers too. So if they work nights and it's their days off, they're up bored to death trying to find something to do. I know my husband works shift. He worked nights for a long time. And when he was off work, it drove me crazy because I'm like, he couldn't be quiet for nothing. It's like other people around here got a normal schedule, you know? But yeah, there's a lot of shift work. A lot of shift work.
Yep.
And that's what's great about not having to work a 9 to 5, because you can kind of gauge it. Okay, I'm going to go live between like 2 and 5, or you know what I mean? And that's what's great, because then you don't have to worry about you know, what time you have. I mean, if you got kids, you still have to have some kind of a schedule, but so you're a little bit more flexible. So, I mean, there's always that to think about. Always that to think about.
Yeah. Drink the water and don't play with the water.
But
Nothing funny.
but
But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for being on here.
yeah, tolerateness, man.
Definitely.
I mean, we dropped a lot of knowledge. We dropped a lot of information. I know that you dropped a lot when I wasn't on. And I mean, it, like I said, it kind of gets to the point where you keep saying the same thing, and it's just really up to them to take initiative, you know? It's really up to them to decide if they're willing to give their family a chance.
Stop putting the notebook a little bit below your eyes. You gotta move the notebook. Like you gotta literally, like, you gotta wake up. You can't be selfish, right? I got kids. I got kids. Charity has kids, right? Some of my business partners, they have kids. The thing is, you're not doing this for you, right?
Nope.
You're doing this for your children. You have children, right? You're doing this for your family. You're doing this for your future, right? So if you think about it in that aspect, it'll completely change the way that you operate. Okay.
Sorry,
cool,
Valerie.
Cool. What's going on, Valerie? Hey, what's up?
She said she doesn't have an internet issue. Maybe
You
you can go to like. It's not us, it's her. She said she's been having trouble with it. Yeah, you may have to catch us on the replay somewhere with free Wi-Fi or something. Cool. Don't go to McDonald's though, because you'll get hungry. You know what?
You will get
I
hungry.
freaking hate McDonald's. I hate McDonald's. Yeah. I'd rather go to Burger King than McDonald's. I'm like, we have. Do what?
It's been 2 years since I ate McDonald's. 2 years.
You ain't missed much.
Yeah.
You ain't missed much. and see, where I live at, we have a McDonald's. It's open 24 hours. Yeah, me neither. And that place will be packed. And I'm like, their food is terrible. And they got cars lined up almost all the way out to the street. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. We don't eat out a whole lot anyway. I was fortunate enough to learn how to cook from my mom. But I do not understand McDonald's. I don't get it.
Turn it off. Say, go get Tion. Say, Tion, turn the shower on. Yeah, get Tion to go shower.
Yep.
Facts.
Yeah,
I haven't eaten it in 2 years, and my wife actually hates it. She hasn't ate it for probably about 4 years. I mean, because we mostly eat cooked. We mostly eat like cooked food most of the time. Anyway, we rarely eat out. Yep. What's going on, Linda?
That's us too. Yeah, that's us too. Yeah, Vanessa, I've been cooking. Well, I helped because my mom had an in-home daycare for like 15 years. And so she would fix breakfast, lunch, and a snack. And sometimes she would cook dinner for those kids. It just depended. So whatever she fixed for lunch, we had for leftovers. And I learned during the summer, because generally she would have, it's terrible. But generally during the summer, she would have like 12 kids. And I would help her. Fix the lunches. So I credit most of my good cooking to my mother. Ugh. Hey, Vanessa, I think they're having trouble with that call. I keep seeing all the messages, so I guess we're not really missing much because they've been having a lot of trouble.
I catch an asthma attack, I eat the big old
Ugh,
McDonald's.
it's
Yeah,
nasty. I
that's
can't.
something. Hey, think about this. So you know how potatoes, if they're left out for a while and they don't get eaten, potatoes they rotten, right? Now think about McDonald's fries are made. They're supposedly made with potatoes, right?
Yeah.
Now, why is it that when you leave it in the car for extended, like if you just leave it out, it never rottens? Have you ever noticed that?
Well,
It
not
never
only that,
rottens.
but in all kinds of weather, in all kinds of temperatures.
Yeah, which is crazy. That's crazy to me? Like that it never rottens, but it's supposed to be real potatoes.
Yeah. You know, yeah, no. I don't fry a whole lot of food because, for one, I like it too much.
Yeah, I know. I gotta
But
clean it.
we did something simple. We had hot
Yeah, what's
dogs.
the deal?
What?
Man, what's going on, Michael? You back on? See you back on, brother.
Yeah, Valerie. No thanks. You got closer tomorrow, love? Did you dry your hair? Good night, baby. Love you. Say good night.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're all trying to get our kids in bed. Did you find the flag?
Yeah,
Okay.
for Patriot Day tomorrow.
Okay.
Who's that?
That's me. Rakeem's on here. You fix to go to bed. Sorry, guys. You know, we got to take a break for our kids. I know he's working on getting his kids in the shower. Mine have already been in the shower. I think most of them anyway. But yeah, we had hot dogs for dinner. I'm like,
Yeah,
Vanessa's the winner for tonight.
yeah. Usually I have them in the bed. They would have been in the bed about 50 minutes ago. But I'm on here, just.
Yep, I know. Well, we try to have ours in bed early too, even though they're older, but sometimes it just don't work like that. Try to clean up our dinner a little bit. But anyway, hey, I think we should call it a wrap. Maybe catch up later or something, because we're trying to get everybody in bed.
Yeah, and I forgot. I actually had somebody I was supposed to get. I had a couple people I was supposed to get back to. I guess somebody reached out in my messages for some credit and a little bit of the cash flow. So that's definitely a good thing. That's why it's always important to do these lives. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I probably should have did that about an hour ago, because that's when they hit me up. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you better follow up.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all for being on.
About that all the time, so it's all good.
Yeah. We appreciate y'all for being on. We had a lot of fun. I always like getting on here, just chatting it up, laughing, just spending some time and educating y'all, dropping nuggets. But as she said earlier, it gets to a point where you continue to tell people and you share with them. They're aware of it now. They know how they can fix their problems, but they don't always take action, right? And like you said, it gets to a point where you're just like, it's either you're going to get on board or you're not going to get on board, right?
Yep. Get off the fence one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop doing lives or videos. I'm not going to stop sharing value. I'm not necessarily going to block you, right? If I don't have to, I'm not, right? Because the way that I operate, I can operate in this way. If you continue to see me sharing results, I know eventually you're going to make a decision and you're going to get started, right? And I'm pretty sure some of my business partners had the same mindset. Eventually,
Yep.
you're going to have to make a move because you see me continuing to create success. You see Charity continuing to create success for herself. You see Vanessa getting results. Like, you're gonna, it's gonna happen, right? So we're gonna keep educating. We're gonna keep getting this information out there, and we're just gonna keep rocking
Yep.
it, right? Like I always
Yep.
say, my team is winning right now, right?
Oh yeah, we are.
Winning. So get on board.
Yep.
Not only you, no JK, the bad parent, don't do that. What's going on, Jen? Good to see you on here. But like you said, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say my boys are fixing to arm wrestle.
Oh man, I got 5% battery. So, like I said, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and get my kids showered up, and
Yep.
yeah, we look forward to seeing y'all on the next live, because there will be a next live. So y'all stay tuned. It
Yes,
might
there
even be
will.
tomorrow. It might even
All
be
right.
tomorrow.
All right.
So,
Good night,
all
everybody.
right.
See you
Peace.
later. Bye.